Hello everyone, myself Indrajit and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to study early humans and beginning of civilization. This is class 9. Class 9th history portion. We are going to start and this will be the first part of this chapter. What we are going to learn in this topic? We are going to learn so many things about the evolution of human beings, then how the archaeologists they gave information of different time periods, that how the life of human beings changed with the passage of time, what was their living habit, what was their eating habits, and in short we are going to study so many interesting facts, and we all are human beings. What was the evolution, what was the biological change, what was the cultural change, each and everything we are going to discuss in this chapter. And today will be the first part of class 9, chapter number 4, early humans and beginning of civilization. So let's start the video. Chapter 4, the early humans and beginning of civilization. Early humans and beginning of civilization, how civilization evolved, how civilization started, right? So first we'll talk about the early humans and then we'll talk about the beginning of civilization, right? Okay, what are the big questions we are going to cover in this chapter? The first topic is question is, how did humans live on earth before the beginning of civilization? See, civilization came very later, है ना? First, human beings they started to live on the earth. They were living. How they were living? Who helped them? What was the biological changes with the passage of time? And what was the development? Everything we will discuss. Next, how did humans communicate before writing was invented? Before the invention of writing, what was the mode of communication between the humans? Next, how is archaeology helpful in understanding our past? What is the role of archaeology? What story archaeologists have created? How they have linked each and everything to create a story, and they have provided information to us to which we all are sharing right now. Next, how did early civilizations interact with each other? The interaction between the civilizations. So these are the four big questions we are going to deal in this chapter, right? Part by part, we will deal all these. Now, see here, in previous grades, we have studied the history of various kingdoms and empires. Now, what is the difference between kingdom and empire? Anyone? If you know the answer, then please write in the comment box. When we talk about kingdom, no, kingdom and empire and empire. Empire is much more larger than kingdom. So many smaller kingdoms, okay, they are under one empire. You can say empire is much more larger than a kingdom. Okay. In previous grades, we have studied the history of various kingdoms and empires and also learned about the Sindhu Saraswati civilization. When we talk about Sindhu Saraswati civilization, it means we are talking about Indus Valley civilization. Got it? However, the history of humanity goes back much further. In this chapter, we'll explore who our earliest ancestors were. We are going to talk about our ancestors and so many things, like who were our earliest ancestors, when and where they evolved, what kinds of food they ate, how they lived, and how they became what we are today. So their existence, how they existed on this earth. First, how they existed, how they evolved with the passage of time, what was their eating habit or food habits, how they communicate with each other, each and everything, what type of tools they used, each and everything we are going to discuss. The period before the development of writing. Now, see here. The period before the development of writing. Here is writing, and I'm talking about before writing, right? Before writing. The period before the development of writing is understood mainly through archaeological evidence. Got it? Once again, go through the period before the development of writing. When the writing was developed, you know, when the writing was developed, it is mainly understood through archaeological evidence. Who has given the evidence that how the writing came? है ना? What was in the beginning? Directly they have started writing? No. What was the system of writing? Who gave this evidence? The archaeologist. They gave the evidence as as written language emerged at different times in different parts of the world. Writing did not started at one place at once. It was on the phase of development in different parts of the world. All of a sudden. Is it? No. At different points of time. Writing developed at different points of time in different part of the world. One of the earliest known writing system is associated with the Sindhu Saraswati, also known as Indus Valley Civilization. And what we have got here, see, writings and engravings found on objects, writings and engravings. Engravings means the things which are engraved on the objects. It is written, it was found written on the objects. The archaeologists, they found different types of objects and different signs were made on those things. Different signs were inscribed. It was written. Got it? So, writings and engravings found on objects such as seals and pottery indicate that the Harappans used a pictographic. What is the meaning of pictographic? है ना? Pictographic. See here the word picture, right? So they used picture, right? Understood? Okay. Harappans used a pictographic script of writing. So first question we got, what type of writing Harappans used first? It was pictographic. It was pictographic. Pictographic. Got it? Okay. Harappans used a pictographic script of writing. However, it has not yet been deciphered. Till date, it is difficult. It could not be deciphered. It could not be read out what is written. Got understood? Okay. As a result, we still do not understand the Harappan script, also referred to as Sindhu Lipi. Those pictures, till date, the archaeologists, they are unable to decipher what is written. Understood? Other early writing systems included the cuneiform script of the Sumerians in Mesopotamia. Sumerians in Mesopotamia, what type of script they used? They used cuneiform script and the hieroglyphic script of the ancient Egypt, both of which flourished around the same time as the Harappan civilization. So, three civilizations. First, Indus Valley civilization, Indus Valley. Then we see Mesopotamian civilization and Egypt. All these three, see here, all these three, they flourished during the same time. When we talk about these two flourished during the same time. as Indus Valley civilization. It means all these three, they were having the same type of development. Unlike the Harappan script, these scripts have been deciphered. What was the difference? See, these two, the script of these two, Mesopotamian civilization and Egyptian civilization, their script had been deciphered. But see here, and it marked the beginning of the historical period about 5,000 years ago, right? They have given the information that civilization, historical period about 500 years ago. See here, unlike the Harappan script, these scripts have been deciphered and it marked the beginning of the period. Marked the beginning of the period, what is about 5,000 years ago. So mean to say, whatever the information written form we have the written form of 5,000 years ago only, not before that, right? And this thing became possible because of the decipherment of writings or decipherment of script of Mesopotamian and Egyptian civilization. Got it? But mind it, Indus Valley civilization script still till date it has not been deciphered. Okay. And if we get the information, let's see here. Harappan script on a seal. This is a type of seal. Okay. See, you have studied about the Harappan script in your previous grades. Observe this seal carefully and discuss why the script has not yet been deciphered. It is very difficult to understand for the archaeologist that what is written. Got it? Also find out what efforts have been made to decipher it. Okay, let's move further. From about 400 BCE, when we talk about BCE, see, 400 BCE. What is BCE? Before Common Era. Common Era, the current time, before. So 400 years before. From about 400 BCE, a script known as Brahmi was used in parts of southern India. In the southern part of India, this script, Brahmi script, it was known, and in the Ganga Valley, that is the northern part of India, it was later formalized by the Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BCE. And contemporary Iron Age people all over southern India. See, once again, from about 400 BCE, a script known as Brahmi script was used in parts of southern India and in the Ganga Valley also. And it was later formalized by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BCE and contemporary Iron Age people all over southern India. So let's see here. You can see the image. Brahmi is inscription on a railing around the stupa at Sanchi, Madhya Pradesh. Now let's talk about the invention of writing before and after. What is the difference? Human history. When we talk about human history, 99% of human history falls under this category. Which category? Let's discuss. Human history before and after. What is the difference? What information we have according to this? See, when we talk about human history, more than 99% of human history falls under this period. Which period? From 3 million years ago to 5,000 years ago. It means after 5,000 years, whatever the information we have, it is, which include the present time also, we have the information and writing was developed and everything, whatever the information we are using. Got it? See, 99% of the human history falls under this period from 3 million years ago to 5,000 years ago. And less than 1% of human history falls under this period. That is the last 5,000 years, including the present. So, written records, when we talk about the written records, It is 5,000 years and after. Got it? Okay. Last 5,000 years, including the present time. Now, next we see main source of reconstruction. How the information was reconstructed through the tools, implements, and other material objects made by human, that is the artifacts, are the major source of reconstructing people's way of living. The archaeologists, what they did, they started when during archaeology, these type of so many types of things they came out. There were different types of tools, implements, so many potteries, artifacts were there. And archaeologists started connecting that what type of tool it is, what was its use, and what early people were using this, each and everything they connected, and they tried to create a story or like this, that they were using this thing for this work and this thing for that work. Each and everything they reconstructed, and whatever the things they understood, they wrote it. And slowly when they saw some more objects or artifacts from some other places, they tried to reconnect it, and they built a story that how the early humans used these tools or artifacts. Now, after both material remains and written documents were sources for reconstructing the lives of people and society. Material remains and written documents, they were present to reconstruct the history of life, okay, or history of the people, or the lives of the people and the society. Let's talk about the lives of the people. It is generally difficult to understand the thoughts and the ideas of the people, that what they were using this. See, archaeologists, they just imagine the things, they try to connect कि हाँ ऐसे होता होगा, right, only this thing. Got it? Okay. But there was no surety of that. There was no surety of that. They were just trying to analyze the things, that what these tools or implements or these type of things were could have been used in this way or that way. Only this thing. See here, literature, that is the written documents, provide information about the names, events, and social and political cultural life. Okay. Measurement of time. Measurement of time is approximate, that is dating events and culture is only approximate. See, there was no evidence, no one was present. How the people will get information of the people who were living thousands of years back, thousands and thousands of years back, right? Who will get the information? From where they will get the information? So, or if anyone will ask, how do you know that how early human beings they were living, which tool they were using it, how you can say, or which incident happened, do you have any evidence or something like that? So it was difficult to say the time, that at which time this type of things happened. So what they use approximate time, approximate. So in history, approximate, in history we use the word circa, right? Circa, it stands for small letter c. I'm writing here. When we don't know na, that when an actual incident happened, okay, when we have no idea that when it happened several thousand years back, so what we write? We write approximate. Approximate, right? And historical term, circa. Short form, c, small c dot. That's it. Got it? So I think we have studied till here. Now in the next video we will see why should we study early human history. Why is it essential? It is very essential to study early human history. We all are human beings. We must know the evolution, the biological changes, the cultural changes which took place in the past thousands and thousands of years back. Got it? Okay. Hope you have enjoyed today's video. This was just the first part, and in the second part I will be uploading soon. If you have liked my video, please subscribe, like, write comment in the comment box, and share to others, because there will be so many students who are not able to understand history. Got it? Okay. Thank you.